Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have the Kilimeru SIMBA versus the Hindu Strikers. Today we have myself, Shazad Ali Virji, sitting with
Azhar Lalji. Looks like it's gonna be a really good game tonight.
I think the teams are just taking their pictures. One of these teams are going to go with a trophy. Azhar, do you think there are any favorites?
I think Kilimeru Simba has been the favorites throughout the tournament, and I think it's gonna go their way tonight. But alongside the pressure, anything is possible in this type of situation.
Of course. Are there any predictions for tonight? The score you said who you think will win.
I feel like it's gonna go all the way to Simba, 3 straight. We're playing 5 sets tonight. I don't think the Hindu team has the tolerance or stamina to play those 5 sets.
Yeah.
And the experience that Kilimeru Simba carries with them into this game is really going to give them the upper hand tonight.
I've just been told that the Hindu team have won the toss and they've decided to serve. But yeah, I think that is very true. The Kilimeru team seems like they're the team with more experience. The Hindu team has 2 very young players. I think this is their first tournament ever, seeing them play. Although you might know them, they seem like your friends.
Yeah. We studied together, but Veer is personally really good. We play with him a lot in school. Avi, on the other hand, has been outstanding this tournament, but we'll just have to wait and see if he can withstand the pressure that the crowd carries with them tonight.
That's very true. Tonight the crowd is going to be very loud. We have a very huge crowd. I think there's more going to come in. And yeah, we're just waiting for this. I think we're going to have a picture with both the teams now. But yeah, we're looking forward to an interesting match. I think it's going to go down as 3-1 to Kilimeru Simba. But I think Hindu will put up a fight at the start. I do think we did tire them yesterday. And they have a personal serviceman who's coming, Teddy. He might be able to bring in some damage.
Not played many games this tournament, but the games that he has shown up, his services have been excellent.
Yeah, I'm sure. I've played against the serve. They do move quite a lot in the air. So it's going to be an interesting match. I'm looking forward to it.
I think so is our crowd here, young crowd sitting.
And all is laughter before. We'll see if this goes on during the game.
2 minutes warm-up.
That's the warm-up call. I think there'll be 5 minutes of warm-up. It's very cold tonight here in the ground.
Yeah, it's very chilly.
Definitely need a small warm-up.
For the setup for the game, it's best of 5, 25 minutes each set, and you are allowed 2 timeouts in the finals.
Hindu Strikers having taken beating in the last 2 tournaments that have taken place. It looks like they've learned a lot. Many experienced players in their team. We just have to wait and see if they can learn from their mistakes.
Look in the camera.
You're fine. Yes, this is the 3rd Interfaith tournament in 2 years. And this one being the late Bobby brothers. Yeah, final consistently. The Kilimeru A team versus the Hindu A team. Team looks a bit different this time, with obviously the 2 new kids coming in, V and Avi. So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a long night with some good, interesting volleyball. And the crowd is going to be crazy. So we're looking forward to it.
You can see Mrandala having a few last words alongside Murtaza Bobby, advising the team on how to approach this game. And the same goes for the Hindu team, the experienced players putting in their last words before they can step into the ground and play this beautiful game of volleyball.
Sure. I know I love this sport very much, and I'm looking forward to this interesting match. As much as I don't like this mate volleyball, this is where I've grown up. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch and commentate. So this is going to be very interesting. Hamza. When the crowd is speaking, will not be heard. Left stand up also.
Hamza. How about you,
How? So bring this. You tell me what to do.
Boys, listen. Cheers. All those cheers to me. One us.
So we're high. Me one more also.
2 minutes warm up.
How much time did you put the bucket correct?
Hamza, how do you put this power bank? I say.
ARUSHA, I'm not looking.
Yeah, sure.
Tita, too straight. Wake Sultan.
I'm sure the nerves. There's quite a few young players. This is AJ's first final. This is Avi's first final and V's first final. So I'm sure there's a lot of nerves today. But that's all it is. This is the love for the game, the passion of the game should be there. And if you can do it in these big games, then for sure you have what it takes.
I totally agree with that. Looks like Veer is pretty calm today, and so is AJ. They have a deadly net center. I think the game plan in their camp will be to avoid the net center throughout the game.
Yeah, I agree with that analogy. And both the netties, I think, from both teams, Arsalan and Wasim. Wasim is very shrewd. He can place the ball, and he doesn't let anything drop from the net.
I think personally we saw that yesterday. His wrists are fantastic, taking crucial points with those placings. Really daring. I think we'll see a lot more of that tonight, and yeah.
And yes, I'm pretty sure the second netties as well. On the Kilimeru side, we have Ijaz Ahmed, and on the Hindu side, we have someone with the nickname Toyo. And I'm sure he will not let anything drop from the net today. Everything is going to be very decisive. Every ball is going to be hit with some purpose, with some meaning. And letting anything drop today is going to be very crucial.
That's very true. In this type of situations, the netties have to be on their A game, because I personally feel the netties in this type of volleyball hold the whole team together. I think we saw that yesterday with Wasim and Azlan. In crucial times, Wasim brought the service back and the points. I think we have to see more of that today if Hindu stand any chance against Kilimeru tonight.
I think so. Azhar, what do you think? Do you think the Hindu team, how do you think they're going to set up? We've seen a couple of different setups. With Sati playing in front center, but we have always a change in the back center. I think Kush has come in the front as well. But what do you think is the setup for tonight?
I personally feel Sati will remain in the net center position. Bao has been really fantastic, just supporting the team from that back center position, leaving the Sati to do what he does best, the placings and floatings. So I think they'll set up the same way tonight, with Bao in back center and Sati in net center. V takes one side and Avi the other, and the back sides will be filled in by Kush and Jitesh Shankar, I think so.
And what do you think? Who's going to start for back center for the Kilimeru team? You have Murtaza and Aliun, who are both very capable of playing in that position. But what do you think? Who do you think is going to start today's match?
It really depends on Imran Dala's tactics tonight, but personally I'd start Murtaza Bobby because he has what it takes. He can hold his nerve, fantastic movement, and generally controls the team in that back center position, talking to his players frequently. Especially AJ tonight will need a lot of that motivational talk from his back center.
I agree with you.
So, if I were Imran Dala, I'd personally put Murtaza Bobby in that back center position tonight to start with. Once they feel they're comfortable, and then they can move him out to rest him for the next set. But tonight it's going to go neck to neck. That's what I think. I just guess we'll have to wait and see.
I agree with you. And then it's very interesting to see that in both the teams, I think both the backlines cannot dig the ball, but they somehow still manage to get the ball over onto the other side. Even though the game has changed so much, maybe not so much for everybody in ARUSHA at least. People from the front line are usually the ones who can dig the ball a lot better. It's a younger front line on both sides, I guess.
First try ball.
The call for the first try ball of this amazing final, a nail-biting one we anticipate. Let's see how that starts off.
It looks like Jitesh is still in back center. Maybe I think he can float the ball as well. Maybe starting him in back
Second
center
try ball.
is the Hindu team trying a different tactic that might work for this final. But here we go. Let's see how this goes, how this plays out. It's going to be very interesting.
That's the second try ball in play. Imran Dala putting the ball out, and
Last try ball.
we're going to go for the last try ball from the Hindu team.
And I'm hoping we see more of that tonight. A lot more shots, a little less of mate, and everybody going for it. And we're
That's
live.
the level code.
And here we go. Sham with the service. Right, Imran easily returns that.
Oh, Patti.
And that's what I was talking about. Wasim is always there. All these putty balls, Wasim is going to be there. And the Kilimeru team is going to have to be very careful with his placings as well.
Especially the front line. That's Murtaza Bobby skying the ball to Kush. Beautiful
That's
set by
Imran.
Salan. What a third ball there by Imran Dala.
From the start, this is what I was talking about.
This is the danger man. I think I said it before. They have to avoid him if they stand any chance tonight. That was a beautiful set. That's the service from Aliun moving in the air.
Oh. And that's it. Service goes back to Hindus from a mistake from Murtaza Bobby.
I think he was looking for that placing to a V, but he failed.
And here we go, Sham with the service. It comes to back line this time. And LB playing a very good ball.
I think that's what he's been instructed to do. Play cross game. Mujid digs it into the net for Imran. Beautiful third ball one more time. Oh, and that's out from a V. I think the pressure is getting to him in the early stages of this game. He has to really calm down.
Yeah, I do think he's playing with the right mindset. LB should be going to the back left cross as he's playing front left position.
Oh, that's one love to Kilimeru. An out ball by Kush.
Scores are on the board now. Here, let's see what happens now. I think Kilimeru will be looking to get an early lead and hold it. It's a long game, 25 minutes each set.
That's a beautiful lift from Toyo there. That's the support his team needs from him tonight. That's a rookie mistake from Bao. I don't think he can afford those.
And
in this type
Bao
of
is back in
situation.
back center. Jitesh Shankar is back in the left, or in the right, sorry. And let's see if this is going to work for them.
Again, an easy service. I think just... Oh,
Unlucky there,
that's
unlucky there.
unlucky. There was no communication there between the communities.
it's a good idea.
Sham
there
has
from
the ball
Jazz.
in his hands again for the service.
And what a serve! It
It
comes
goes
down
to
to back line.
Murtaza Bobby. A beautiful set. Imran going for the third ball.
And it's Mate from the Hindu team, not trying anything fancy, just return the ball.
I think if they want to put on a good show tonight, that's what they have to do. Just keep returning everything that.
There we go. We have Kush digging the ball. Maybe I was wrong. The Hindu backline team can dig the ball as well. And here we go. Bao tries to place it for Muji straight into net.
That was a beautiful lift. Really quick reflexes there by Arsalan.
We can see this. This is going to be an interesting
Sati
game.
controlling that game from the net center position, exactly what he's been put there for.
We're going to have long rallies tonight, Azhar. And AJ playing very well. Very good start to the game. I don't think I've seen much of Veer as of yet.
I think Avi has to calm down, hold his nerves.
Yeah, it's from the Kilimeru team. It's just been on the one side. Now it's first ball from Veer. Second ball, that one. They're all going down the left, I think. That's the game plan, looks like it. But let's see how it goes.
I think Bao keeping the pressure on Aslanka's side. What a ball there by Ali.
What a take from Ali. And that's what it's got to be. These young kids are showing us that they can play volleyball, taking the ball amazingly.
Oh, that was a really good ball by Ali there.
And we can see, I think, Azhar, you can agree with me that the Hindu team's game plan is just to return the ball,
I think that's all they can do tonight. They don't really have an Imran Dala in their team that can win those crucial points for them. I think everything that they've come through has been with returning this tournament.
Yes, I can agree to that. We had the semi-finals against them yesterday, and everybody was just returning the ball.
Oh, that was a really nice judge by Aslan.
That's another unlucky mistake there from Avi. I think he was good intentions coming down to the left, but just a little too much extra power.
The score is currently 2-2 to Kilimeru, and Murtaza Bobby skies the ball out.
And here we go with Hindu. Can they get their first point on the board? Oh, good lift from Toyo there. And there we go, Muji. Straight to back center. And that's all it is. That's all it's going to be tonight, I think. It's just going to be mate for the very most part of it.
I think this type of volleyball, whoever can hold, control, have patience will end up being victorious.
I think this is the first Interfaith tournament that's happened in JAFFERY in the past 2 years. And I think the Hindus have now got the grip of the ground. I think they look comfortable with it.
Oh, that was a really close call by AJ. I think he was already jumping off the ground, thinking he has put the ball out. Muji being aggressive, asking the service to stay here. I think that's we've seen a lot of that from Muji, being the second leader on the ground.
There we go. That's all it's going to be.
That's all he needs to do. Play the cross game.
And 3-love it is. Service to Kilimeru Simba. And there we go. AJ playing one straight cross and then one down the line. Very smart play from him, I think.
I'm surprised that Murtaza Bobby is going. He keeps going center tonight. Most of his balls have been in the center. Oh, that's a very rare occurrence from Imran. I think the movement.
Bao to try and get the first point for Hindus. Here we go, service from Bao.
Down the line.
Taken by Shah. There we go, the Kilimeru team just steady, just returning everything when the service on the other side. And I think that's what it's going to be. When you have a serve, you can try something. When you don't, you just return. There we go. It's looking a bit too much mate now. Motaza putting it into the net. Lalu just sending it back straight across. Mate.
Muji doing what he does best, just returning the ball, putting the ball on the other side. Hoping his net center is going to find the service back for him.
Good aggression from Muji. Very loud in the court. I think he's the loudest from the Kilimeru team.
Yes, definitely. That was a beautiful ball by Muji. Previous to this one. Beautiful float by Alion. Another one by Mutaza. Oh, that was a nice float.
That's it. Just return it back into the net and it should be coming out. That's all it is. Put the hard balls. That's what it is. Just put the hard balls back into net and hope the netty or the netty's job is to remove the ball from the net. There we go. Ijaz getting there in time to take it back over.
I think the pressure from the crowd is not built up yet. I think we'll see that more in the second or the third set, depending on how the game goes.
Yeah, I think the crowd is very quiet right now. I think it's very cold. They're finding energy to make them loud. And Wasim tries to place it there, but Ijaz is there.
I think those are the danger balls for Wasim. They really have to be careful of that tonight if they want to hold this lead. A very close one there by Ijaz. Looked like the point was going to Hindu's side.
Jitesh playing very steady there. Very steady.
Oh, that's a wrong judgment by Bao. Bao seems to be on the back foot tonight. We can't imagine the pressure eating him.
And 3-love. Service back to Kilimeru. There we go. Muji puts it into the net.
Third ball. That was a beautiful third ball by Mandala. I think I said it before and I'll say it again. He's the danger man. Muji keeps it on with his aggression, keeps talking to the team, instructing them exactly what to do tonight.
Yeah, I think that's all it's going to be. As much as the Hindu team might try and avoid the center, the Kilimeru team will just put it into the net, and the net is just going to lift it for Imran. And that's where the points are going to come from. And there we have a mistake from Arsalan. AJ was going for that. And it's love for service to Hindus. Can they get their first point on the scoreboard? And let's see, here we go. Imran gets served back.
We hear that call from Muji saying play with Jitesh. I think
15 minutes to go.
that's the 15-minute mark. Kilimeru with the lead, 4-love. If they can hold it for the next 15 minutes, they'll have the first and most crucial set in this thriller tonight.
I think the Hindu team is looking quite a bit tired.
That's
I think Sati is a person who very gives you his points. You see a mistake from him.
that breaks the whole team down personally. You expect your net center like we see from the Kilimeru Imran being on top form tonight. We expect the same from the Hindus, but it's not been.
And third ball to Muji, what a floater to Jitesh. And Imran switching it up, going to Kush.
Oh, that's his second mistake. Similar sort, stretching for a ball that's not his. Maybe he didn't hear a call from behind, I think. Oh, that's a very early timeout from the Hindu team.
There's 10 minutes gone and the first timeout is being called. 6-love is the score. And it's looking like the Hindu team is already under pressure.
Imran Dala instructing his team to hold this lead for the next 10 or so minutes. Do you think, Shiaz, the first set affects how the game goes?
I think the first set sets the ground, but it doesn't really say who's going to win this match in the end. I think if you lose the first set, you always remember that it's a best of 5. You have 3 more games even, and you can still do it as long as you're not going to get tired. You can still win it. The first set will always be there to give you that stepping stone. But I think if the Hindu team loses the first set, they can very much come back in the second, and very much so seems like that's what's going to happen. I think if they don't win this first one, I think the Hindu team is going to fight and come back for the second set.
Definitely. I think the crowd hasn't been with them tonight. Usually they come in whole numbers, big numbers, families and all. Imran Dalla asking the crowd to cheer for his team, the leading team so far. So far, the odds are looking in Kilimeru's favor.
Players on the ground.
And the referee asking the players to get back onto the ground. And let's see, is there any changes? And there is a change in the Hindu team, I think. Jitesh is going to come into back center. 6 left, here we go.
And there goes the crowd. That's the crowd we were talking about. Shiz, do you think this is a reasonable change at this point in time for the Hindu team, bringing Jitesh back into net center?
I think Jitesh is very much an attacking person. I think once he sets his hand and the balls are coming, he will be able to float the ball. And I think he will pose a threat to Kilimeru tonight. Daru will be the steady guy, move to back right, just return the ball. But Jitesh looking like the guy who's just playing steady, just returning the ball. And there we go, Mutaz. All the balls are going to Jitesh, and he's just putting them back up.
Oh, that's a jump by Imran. Puts it into the net. Beautiful third ball.
I think the Hindu team is missing their crowd. The Kilimeru team is very loud. But let's see. I'm pretty sure the Hindu crowd is going to be coming awake very soon. And that will definitely help their team.
Oh, very beautiful first ball from Imran Dalla.
Kush playing very steady game, returning everything.
I think AJ has held his nerves very nicely so far.
There we go, Wasim trying to place, but AJ is there. There we go from Avi, straight to Imran Dalla. Lifted from Wasim. And that's all it's going to be. The Hindu team is only going to put the tough balls into net.
That's out by AJ.
His first mistake, is he going to let this get to his head and make a few more, or is he going to be able to come back? We'll see. Service to Hindus, love 6 the score.
Wow, back to Aliun. That was a really nice ball. Imran Dalla targeting that right line. Kush and Avi, I think, is pressing with them tonight, hoping he's going to get something out of him. Oh, that
is the first point for the Hindus. The first point onto the scoreboard. Can they get a few more here?
Beautiful third ball by Imran Dalla.
And Kush just returning it back up into the air. And Avi tries to come down the line.
This change hasn't been so costly for them till now. Got their first point. Maybe Jitesh is the guy that's going to help them secure the first set. I think we'll just have to wait and see.
I think
that's a mistake from the newbie.
There with a mistake. To be fair, I don't think he's been playing well, but I've never seen him do that. I think these are the nerves of the finals. This is what it does to you as a player.
Has been outstanding throughout the tournament. I think one of the most stable players in this competition. That's another mistake by Sati. I don't think they can avoid this one tonight. Kilimeru running away with this game. Do Hindus stand any chance, do you think, Shiz?
I think they will still fight for this game. They will not let it go. But I think what the Hindu team needs is someone to start attacking. And Jitesh might be the person to do that. But I think Sati can also try and do that a bit more. I think everybody's just playing with a bit of doubts, thinking twice about each ball and making mistakes. And there we go, Sati plays it to Murtaza. Does it straight into net. Imran with the third ball.
Ooh. We've seen a lot of those tonight. About judging them, I think 3 now. I don't think they can afford those. In a game like this, I think you should just play them.
The lead is much bigger now. 8-1 the score.
Kilimeru literally running away with this one. Man with a beautiful first ball, taken easily by Sati.
There we go. Bow to AJ. AJ takes it well. And that's what I was talking about. What's seeing with those
The
balls.
danger man, I called it from the beginning. Yeah, definitely. I think Muj had to read that really early.
The front line is going to have to be very careful with this. Wasim was always going to try that, and that's his first point for the night. Can he take a few more like that?
Beautiful foot by Mutaza. Jitesh pressing on the right line to Muji. Do you think that's really reasonable? I think he would be better off pressing on the left line to AJ and Askar Uncle, where he would be more likely to get points.
I think the front line is looking very strong in this A team. I think the points, if they do come from the Kilimeru team, will be from the back line. But it's always a game of who's got the more experience, and it seems like the back line is the one that is more experienced. So let's see. I think it's going to be a challenge for the Hindu team to try and get points. And who they get it from, who they target. But yeah, I do think definitely.
That's a mistake from Wasim. There was no calling there. That's a very rare occurrence considering that
You can hear the Kilimeru crowd very loud. And this is just a few of them. Most of them are still not yet there. People still coming in.
Imran enjoying this lead, feasting on this lead, not holding back at all, keep pressing with the third ball. Imran Dalla is definitely not holding back tonight.
Wasim trying another placing on the other side, but hits it out. And the lead is even bigger now, 9-1 the score. And I've just been told that the crowd is much louder than any of our commentators tonight. Azhar, I think we need to fill up our socks and just be as loud as them.
Definitely have it. I think we have to be a little bit louder. Ooh, that was a beautiful float by Murtaza Bobi. This is exactly what I was telling you about Shez. He as a backsender knows where he puts his balls, and that's just a glimpse of what he can do. Putting the ball in the right place at the right time.
There we have it. Muji is so effortless in putting the ball into the net. I think he, out of everybody, puts the ball into the net very easily. And that was supposed to be done as well.
There we hear it, the Kilimeru fans picking on Jitesh. Oh, that's 4 on the night for Bao. The pressure can be eating him out of all people. Tons of experience coming into this game from him. I did not expect him to mess that type of ball. Oh, that's 5 on the night for Bao. I think the Hindu team should consider moving Bao. I never imagined saying that. But
Bao has been moved out of back center, but he's still making quite a few mistakes. What do you think the Hindu team can do now?
I think personally they have to move Bao. As much as it hurts to say that, he's a great player, great person off the pitch, but in this final he's just not holding it. And Mandala skies one out, he rolls it out.
Bao trying to serve, trying to get the points for the Hindu team.
5 minutes to go.
5 minutes left of this first set. Can they get a few more points, or the score is going to be very big? And there is a change. There is a change in the Hindu team. Jitesh has come into front center. Koshi has gone into back center. Sati is going into back left. So we have seen a change. Oh, and what a lift from Arsalan. What a lift.
Yeah, you saw that very well. Beautiful reflexes from the Kilimeru Neti.
And I think this is a setup I've not seen from this Hindu team as of yet.
That's an out ball call by the linesman, Imran Dalla.
And 2-12 the score. They have got another point on the board. And lifted by the Hindu team.
That was a beautiful dive from Veer. I think that's what they've kept him there for. No point goes from view. We've seen that tonight as well. Ooh! Close call for Murtaza, but he manages to see it early and watches it go out. Ooh, beautiful third ball from Imran Dala.
Yeah, and I think the Hindu team is trying to hit the ball now. Enough of that mate stuff. They're trying to go, trying to get the points. But will they be able to?
Personally, I feel this first set has been easily taken by the Kilimeru team. I mean, there's still 4-5 minutes on the clock. Anything can happen after all. It's volleyball. We see Avi putting the ball out. I think that's the third point on the night for him. It looks like the pressure is getting to him, Chess. Murtaza Bobby into the service.
We see Aliun coming into the back center.
I think that's the change I was suggesting earlier. Once they have a comfortable lead, I think they can rest Murtaza for the second set. Huge cheers by the Kilimeru crowd as Kilimeru is running away with this one. Oh! Chitesh, uncle, putting the ball out.
Very quick, very fast mistakes. Unlike yesterday, we saw the Hindu team just being a steady return machine. All of them just returning the ball. Very few unforced errors from their side. But today it doesn't look like it. Maybe they're tired from yesterday. Wasim trying to place, but AJ is there. Looking very shaky today.
Oh my god, I don't think I'd be hearing that scoreline, Chess. I thought it would be going neck to neck tonight, but Kilimeru literally running away, and we see a mistake from Arsalan there.
This is a huge lead, and the first set is definitely going to Kilimeru. Will Hindus be able to come back? Do you think the Hindus can win at least one set tonight? I know at the start you said that you think it's going to go 3 straight.
If they keep playing like this, Shez, I think you have to agree with me that it's not going their way tonight. If they keep playing, they have to have a solid team talk when this set finishes in order to come back. And I think the crowd needs to be with them tonight in this hard time.
I think they
that was a putty ball. Drops and Jitesh is just late to find it. Service back to Kilimeru.
I think the Hindu team just needs to try what they did yesterday. And I think they might be able to not give away very quick points, very fast points at the start, and keep fighting for that. I thought I'd see longer rallies tonight, but I'm surprised with this. And Bao putting the ball into net.
It looks like the Hindu team is losing hope. You don't expect Bao to put the ball in the net like that. Oh my god! AJ taunting the Hindu net center.
Asking him to give him a few points, a few balls, try. And let's see what happens. I think this game is almost done.
I don't think you'd see that from Imran Dala. But he gets the third ball and works with it pretty well. Oh, Imran Dala bringing the point back in for
90 seconds to go.
90 seconds called by the referee.
This game is almost over.
I think the Hindu team's losing hope. That's just Imran Dala at his finest. Holding the team in his hands, telling them, I'm going to walk you through this and I'm going to bring it home.
The score is 19-2 and time is over.
First set goes to Kilimeru. A very big lead there, Shez. I don't think I'd be saying this tonight, but that's a very, very big lead.
5 minutes.
And I think we're going to try and call AJ, come join us
here
tonight. Please come and join us. AJ, come here, please.
Imran.
AJ, come here.
Yes, please.
AJ, stand in front of the camera.
This
AJ,
is,
this is the first set you played in a final. You've won your first set. You played well. You've made one mistake in this set. What do you think? How do you feel?
It's pretty intense, but I think we have it. And we're going to
And what do you think? What did you think about the lead? You had a 19-2 lead there. You won the game very, very well, I would say.
keeping the lead on our side, nothing fancy, and that's how we're going to get the dub.
Okay, thank
Now
you very
we
much,
have
AJ.
Imran Dala.
Pretty much, bro. I'll come talk
We
after
have-
the final is over.
That's Imran Dala.
Come on, let's go.
And there we have it. And we'd like to get Muji. Muji, if you can join us, please.
Moji, please.
After the third one.
That's
Okay.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Guy wearing jeans.
That's us hearing Moji taunting their net center. Is that going to be costly for him, Shez? Considering that you've been saying all night that
I
he's
think
an
it's very
amazing
early.
floater.
I think it's very early. It's a best of 5. The games are 25 minutes. It's very early to say anything. I think they need to win one more set before they get any ahead of themselves. Karma is always a huge factor, and I think Kilimeru cannot go into this set being very confident. They need to play the same way they played this first set and try and win it from the very start.
That's very true, Shez. We heard from Imran and Muji saying they're going to address us after the third set. That means they're confident that they're also going 3 straight tonight.
And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I thought the first set would be a lot more interesting, but hopefully we see a lot more longer rallies in these coming sets. I think we have one more for sure. We have 2 more for sure, and then maybe if the Hindu wins the next one, then we have another 2 after that. But yeah, we will just have a short break right now before the game starts. And yeah, we will be back live with you very soon.
And we're back for the second set. Here at JAFFERY, waiting for Shazad Ali to join me on his way. And here comes Shazad Ali. Oh, that's the first point goes from
Kushal.
that's
Hitesh being taken off the pitch. He's going to be serving for Hindus.
how do you think this change is going to unfold for them as the game progresses?
We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. Good lift there from Abi.
That ball is right. We're keeping consistent on the other side.
And we see Pau on to the left side. Kush playing his back center.
Ooh.
And Wasim doing what he does.
I think AJ and the whole Kilimeru team have come in this game full force, winning the game by a big margin. I think they've come in with full confidence. You see the Kilimeru supporters behind them. Lift from Ijaz Ahmed, back to AJ and puts an easy third ball to Bao. Push to Murtaza Bobby. That's a very nice first ball.
Here we go. Sham being very steady, returning everything. It's a good start from him. Can he return a third ball? And he does return a third ball from Imran there. And there we have Murtaza back in back center, doing what he does. And that's what I was saying. I was saying the Hindu team needs to start pressing the ball a bit more, not just returning it. And we see that Kush is back center, and he's hitting the ball, floating it to the back line. And I think that's how they will try and get a few points from the Kilimeru side.
I think there must be some sort of wisdom that they're coming in, putting Jitesh, Uncle, a very experienced player, and I think, frankly, their best player tonight on the third line. Maybe they're looking for the third set when they'll really be fighting for that place in their position. Oscar Uncle puts a ball out, services back to Hindu strikers.
And it's still love all the score. Can Hindus be the first team to put a point onto the scoreboard in this second set? There we go. And there we go. Muji pops it into the net. And here we are. Kush playing it back to Murtaza. Sati back to Murtaza again.
Oh, consistent floats from Murtaza. I think that's what they've put him there for.
And here we have it. It's just going to be who's going to make a mistake. And there we go. Ball into the net. Third ball for Imran.
Ooh, very nice third ball.
Point is there.
I think he's the danger man. I said it from the beginning. You want to win this, avoid the net center. You have no other way out.
But I'm telling you, Azhar, it's the third balls he's getting the most points from. The third ball he's getting the most
Arsalan
points
has
from.
been phenomenal tonight, giving it right to his net center, right where he wants it, and Imran doing the rest.
Kilimeru have the first point. The score is 1-1. Here we are with you live on this match. I think Imran, even as much as you can avoid him, they're just going to put it into that. Arsalan is going to set it for him, and he's going to bring the points.
Kush looking to cover Sham on that ball.
And if you notice, the Hindu team have quite a few players who play left-handed. With Sham, with Abi, with Hitesh himself. Whereas in the Kilimeru team, it's only Imran Dalla, the front center, who plays with his left. And yeah, I think it's interesting. I think all players who play with the left hand in any sport are just better players, or it just seems that way. They just seem naturally gifted, and the score is love 1, serve with Hindus. Can they get their first point here with Jitesh serving? Goes to Aliyu. Goes to Aliyu again. And it's Aliyu again.
Mandala looking for that putty, easily returned by Safi. Keeps pressing on that first ball. Third ball goes to back center. Mandala looking to press this.
Sam playing very well, returning every ball from Imran there. Maybe this is a good change. What do you think, Azhar?
So far it's been good, but until the game goes neck to neck, until the pressure really builds up, that's when you recognize a good change.
Sean
Beautiful
saving
take
there.
there,
Beautiful
really good
take.
take.
Playing very well today, Sean. There we have it. Push playing with the sides all day long. All day long, he's playing with the sides. He's not going to go to Imran. They're trying to avoid Imran, I think.
That's what they have to do. So I think the Hindu crowd is starting to spark up as their team is looking alive in the sky right now. Ball to Imran Dalla. Easily taken back by Veer.
That's all it's going to be. They're just going to return the ball, let the back center and front center do. They're looking for the points. And that's it. There we have it. Hindus don't look the best with the third balls. And I think they're just going to have to try and get the points from the first ball.
Oh, that was a beautiful take by AJ there. There's a cross appeal, but there's no response from the referee's. Ball continues.
What I thought that was very likely to be a cross, but the referee doesn't call it. Game goes on. That's how it should be. You don't stop playing until the referee calls it.
Beautiful dig by Murtaza. He keeps moving. I think got that much needed rest in that.
Here we have it, third ball from Imran, and that's it. That's the killer punch we have. Well, that's the killer punch that Kilimeru has.
Bao looking more steady than he was in the first set, definitely.
Imran, AJ,
That's 2 for 2 from AJ. I think they've learned his game, Wasim's game, and has picked only a few tonight.
But Wasim in that final, in that having the nerve and being able to do that,
that takes a lot of gut.
It does take a lot of gut, but it does show how much talent he has as well. I don't think Arusha has seen another netty do that ever. That's very interesting to see.
As we're on the topic of netties, Shez, who do you think has been the best netty of the tournament so far?
I think in terms of netties, we'll have to change it up a bit and say who's been the best lifter and the best setter. In terms of lifting,
that ball is out from Mujtaba. That was a beautiful placing, and Mujtaba diving it, putting it out.
And 1-1 the score. And yeah, as I was saying, in terms of lifting, Wasim, I would have to give it to him. He has lifted everything. But in terms of setting, Arsalan is just perfectly setting it up for Imran to hit the third ball every time. Of course, as a netty, you're not always going to be able to get it to where you want to. But Arsalan seems like that guy who's always got it to Imran every ball. And he changes it up a bit, giving it to the back line as well.
Veer being stable. Very good game from Veer tonight so far. Hasn't cracked under the pressure. Is returning everything that has been put towards him.
And Azhar, let me ask you the same question. Who do you think has been the netty of this tournament?
Personally, I think my opinion would be biased in this call because Arsalan is related to me, but of course I'd go with him. Not only because he's my cousin, because I think he's been phenomenal. Imran Dalla is really utilizing him in the right way, and he's showing that he can do what the team needs. Has been the best netty in the past few tournaments. Maybe they should switch it up this year, give it to someone who has not won as much, but definitely he deserves it. Has been showing it in the final. I think most of the points that Imran has got is from the third balls that Arsalan is giving him. Veer puts that ball out. Unlucky from Veer there, but he has to hold his ground tonight. 1-1. Service back to Kilimeru. Service to Veer and nearly finds the point that he just lost. But a beautiful take by Mujtaba there. That's what we're talking about, Chiz. Those third balls.
And there we go. It seems like it's working for the Hindus.
Definitely.
They are looking more aggressive, and they are getting the point, or very close to getting the point. 1-1 here. Service to Hindus.
15 minutes to go.
That's the 15-minute call. As I mentioned, the solid team talk. I think Hindu just had one.
Yes, I do agree with you, Azhar. It's 1-1 and 10 minutes have gone by. And this is what I was saying. This is what we saw yesterday from the Hindu team. We saw this from them yesterday. The rallies are really long. That's because they always just trying to return. And they take the lead now. It's 2-1.
2-1. This is going to be a really close call.
And here we go. Can they find a third point, or is the service going to go back to Kilimeru?
That's a beautiful first ball by Imran Dala.
Well played there from Avi. Here we go. Here we go. It's going down. You can hear the Hindu crowd. They've broken up the second set. They're now here. They're now loud, and it is helping. The Hindu team is leading.
Alioune coming in to Murtaza's ball. How is that going to unfold for him? He needs his space. He needs his ground to play.
Sham, I think, has been phenomenal, just returning everything. He hasn't given a point as of yet. It's a good change, I think, from the Hindu team. They are leading this match. There we go.
AJ returning that ball. Fantastic. Oh, beautiful float there from
Veer.
Alioune.
Just return. And Sham puts it into net. Wasim just lifting it out. There you go, Wasim consistently just lifting the ball. And Imran stepping all the way there to Alioun's ball and taking it. This is a long rally. This is what we expected for tonight's final. And we're seeing it now.
I think the Hindu team have woken up this second set. Their crowd behind them, their families behind them. I think they're going to fight all the way. Let's see how the Kilimeru team...
We're seeing lifting the ball there off the putty. And Bao returning the ball from Imran there. Here we go here. Ball to Muji, ball to Kush. Into the net, but Toyo takes it off. Oh.
That's a drop by Arsalan. Rare occurrence again. Hindu take a 2-point lead.
3-1. This is interesting now. Hindu in the lead of this set. Can they keep it going? And there we go, ball to Nyan. Veer just popped that ball back up. I'll be putting that ball up in there. 4-1.
That's a rare occurrence. Mustafa Imran Dala calls a timeout.
And the pressure seems like it's building up. It is.
I think it's gone back to the Kilimeru side.
Azhar, this is what I was telling you. It is never too. You can never call a game too early from the first set. If I lose my first set, I'm gonna go and fight and try and win that second set. And the Hindu team have done just that. They are leading 4-1 the score. Do they have what it takes? Do you think they can win this set from here?
I think they just need to hold it the way they've been. I think the senior players entering the ground with water, advising them to do so, putting the ball up, holding that 3-point lead that they carry right now. I'm really curious on what's going on in the Kilimeru camp.
Yeah, and what do you think? What do you think Imran is telling his players to do?
I think they've not lost any tough points. Imran is telling them that he needs their support if they expect anything from him. Murtaza Bobby seems pretty calm, composed, despite their being losing right now.
Yeah, and you can just see the Kilimeru team finding out how much time they have left. I do think they try and come back, and it's time to get back onto the ground. But the Hindu team is very, very consistent in their returning. They will just return everything, and I think that's the game plan now. To just return everything. 4-1 the score. Service to Hindus. And here we go.
Serve to Alioune.
There we go. It's just going to be be a return game from the Hindus now.
Ooh, Avi messes a ball there. Crucial ball. Gets support from his neti Toyo.
1-4 the score. Can Kilimeru get the second point here? There we go, AJ, returning it. There we go, the net gives it to Murtaza. I think the Hindu team is playing a lot more with the back line in this set compared to the first one. There we go, you see, every ball I think is going to the back line. And I think that's the smarter option.
I think the pressure is really starting to build up now. With Kilimeru holding the first set and Hindus being on the upper hand for this second set. Pressures on both sides really to hold the lead and to hold that one set advantage.
It's looking like it's just going to be a long night with long rallies, with the ball going up all the way. Say Minazi, because it's going to be that high. The balls are going to go really high up in the air. From the
first ball.
From the Hindu side, they're just going to try and return everything. 15 minutes have gone, 10 minutes to play still in the second set. The score still 4-1, 1-4 service to Kilimeru SIMBA. This is one of the longest rallies we've seen in today's match.
Definitely.
And Veer being caught out there by Imran.
I think he was sleeping there. Those are not the points that Veer gives.
Yeah, seemed very casual as he walked up to that ball.
I think
he's given away a point. 2-4 the score. Push there with a dig.
I think that was an excellent cover there. Imran Dalla with a beautiful first ball.
There we go, he puts it into the net, but it goes to backline.
Oh,
and
that's
a mistake there on the third ball.
That's going to be a really costly mistake.
The score is 4-2. Service to Hindus.
If Kilimeru really won this set, they will have to give no points on this service.
Taken there by Toyo.
Beautiful first ball by Murtaza. Sam skying the ball to Aliun. Oh, that's a beautiful judgment. Linesman calls it out.
2-4 the score. And here we go, Aliun with the serve. Push, putting it up in the air. Putting it up in the air. Imran puts it back up in the air for him. There we go, Murtaza getting balls consistently. Been put into the third ball.
Ooh, very nice shot.
Sham looking very solid tonight. Not giving anything away. Nothing
Hasn't given anything yet. Yes, that's very true. Looks like the change is
not looking as casual as he was before. And good take there from Sham. Just being solid. He's returning him on board. The Hindu team very loud right now. So is their crowd. They won this set very much. And I think getting this set is very important for them.
beautiful. Third
And
ball by Sham.
But Sham just returning it very easily there. Ball put into the net. Set for Kush. Wow. Doing a solid job there.
Oh! That was really crucial from Wasim. We don't expect those type of mistakes from him.
4.
On his way to being labeled as the best netty of the tournament, you don't expect those type of mistakes from him.
3-4 the score. Kilimeru SIMBA have reduced the deficit.
Can they equalize? They do
They
equalize.
do equalize.
Service back to Kilimeru. A drop.
All the score. They come back.
This game can go anyway. I think, Shez, this is what we're expecting from these type of games. Final, neck-to-neck games, long rallies. This is what really gets the crowd up, watching, and this is what people are here for.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Azam. I don't think we've seen the loudest of the crowds yet. I think I've experienced playing in the final a much louder crowd. And I still think that we might get that. I'm hoping we get that because it's a lot more fun. Not just playing, but watching volleyball when it's loud is a lot more fun that way.
Definitely.
And there we go, long rallies all day, 4-all. They're just going to try and play it out, Kilimeru now, and get that 5th point.
The crowd is silent because of these jaw-dropping rallies. Everyone has their jaw down. No one has the tendency to speak because that service can go anyway. This game can go anyway. This final can go anyway.
I agree with you there. Everybody just looking and everybody just watching instead of cheering. Because this is some very interesting final we have here. Very interesting second set we have at least. A lot more nail biting than the first set, I can tell you for sure.
5 minutes to
Four to
go.
go, 5 minutes to go. The referees called that. Imran tries to get the ball from Sham there. No points from Sham tonight. No points.
I think Sham has been phenomenal. The change is unfolding to be really beneficial for them.
And Sham again, just easily returning it over, not trying anything, just sending it back over, and he does it again. There we go. I think we're seeing long rallies here, Azza.
Definitely, Shez.
Oh,
that's
that's gonna take them from push, but it's out. It's being called out.
That was a very unlucky. That was an amazing effort by Kush, showing why he deserves that back center position in this team, showing why he can do what he does. Murtaza back into the service box. Kilimeru with their crowd, 5-4. They take the lead in this game.
And this is looking very, very close right now. 5-4, 4 minutes to go. Can Kilimeru get the second set back in the bag, and then they just have to win one more.
So that's Imran instructing his right back to put the ball up as they need no points from him.
There, but Toyo being excellent there. Excellent return from Toyo. Takes it off.
That's the judgment. Imran Dala telling the crowd, come on, you have to stand with us tonight. We're doing this for you. You have to do something for us.
And 6-4 the score.
Imran Dala
Kilimeru
rolling up
SIMBA
his sleeves,
taken up
looking like he's going to be the danger man in this last 5 minutes.
Oh, and serve goes back to
Oh,
him.
Kush calls a timeout.
Timeout.
Do you think that's the right call, Shez?
I think they have got the serve back. I think they just need to regroup and be reminded maybe again what the game plan was and stick to that. There's 4 minutes to go. Anything can happen. The 2-point lead is not always the biggest lead. As much as Kilimeru was thinking we just need to return the balls right now. As much as Kilimeru's thinking we just to return the balls, not give anything away. They're in the lead. They just need to do this for 4 minutes. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I didn't expect the timeout right now. But what do you think they're saying, Azhar?
I think the skipper is telling them, put the ball up, let the net center find the points. Wasim, do your thing. What interests me is really what Imran is telling his players. We have the lead. We came back 4-1. Looks like we're going down this set, but we made it, and we're here, and we're gonna fight for it.
Yeah, and they already seem like they're ready to play. About instructing his teammates what to do.
Looks like he's telling them go 1.5. It's a do or die situation. I think we can afford to make mistakes in this point because we don't have time and we need crucial points.
We see a change.
6.
Bao into back center, 4-6 the score. 4 minutes to go. Oh, what a lift from Muji there.
Says, do you think this is a right decision by the Hindu team bringing Bao back into back center?
I think Bao can float the ball. And I think that's what their thinking is, and that's what they're going to try and do. Play a bit more aggressive, try and hit the first ball. And I think Bao might be the person to do that, but we will see. You can see the rest of the team just returning everything. And a good ball there from Sati.
Avi looking for a point from Mujtaba, doesn't find it. Ball's in Sham's hands, beautiful float, back to Imran Dala. Sham going across.
Trying to look for those points, trying to look for them. They need them most now.
Beautiful ball by AJ. Just keep returning, playing down the line.
And push. There we go from Sati. He's just playing with AJ there,
Puts the ball into the net. Beautiful third ball by
Return again.
Aliun.
Sham has not given a point as yet in this set. And here we are. With internet, Sati trying to place it for AJ, but he's there, AJ. And Toyo takes it back over.
Imran skies it to Bao. Bao looking for Aliun, no point there. Push back to Aliun, no point there. Avi. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. Rookie mistake at a very wrong time in these proceedings.
I think the front center needs to leave that third ball for his back center.
That was a really rookie mistake, Shaz.
And 6-4 the score. Very few seconds, I'm assuming, left in this match now.
We're going to hear that call very soon. I think the players need to keep their focus on the game. No time, just return that ball, keep returning it until you can finally breathe when that time is over. Yeah, nice lift from Ijaz Ahmed. Kush looking for a point to Muji.
Here we are. 6-4 the score.
I personally feel if the service comes back to Hindu, they can turn this around.
I agree with you there. It's looking very, very lucky, but nobody seems like they want to give a point away. Everything's just going back over. Bao trying to ask for a third ball. Bao trying to get a third ball.
Ooh, that's a beautiful call by Murtaza Bobby. Kush puts the ball out in a crucial moment. Kilimeru extend their lead. 7-4, service back into Kilimeru. Murtaza Bobby looks like he's pressured, asking for the time.
1 minute to go.
Oh, that's 60 seconds on the clock. Says, do you think there's any turnaround in this game? Out ball.
Not anymore.
8-4, I think, Says.
8-4.
And I think the
60 seconds. They need to keep their concentration on the game. Leave the time. Imran giving that.
1-4 to 8-4. I think the early timeout that the
Imran doubling that call of no fancy. I think his team needs to just put the ball up for the next 40 seconds or so. They need to secure this set to have an easy.
And Avi get a point, and he does get a point there.
4-8.
4-8 is the score. Service to Hindus. And serve going to Imran there, puts it into net. Being returned very easily. Sati trying to get a point there, but
30
unable.
seconds to go.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Oh, and AJ giving a point. 5-8 is the score. Murtaza tells him to use his brain.
That's not a very logical serve there. Serving it to Imran. You know he's the danger man. You know you're not going to get anything out of him. Imran skies it, hoping to waste time. Ooh!
Time.
And time is over.
That's the second set to Kilimeru.
And here we have it. The scores were much more like a final. 8-5 the score of the second set.
I think this is what we expect to see from this final tonight. We're going to have a quick break and we're going to be back with you shortly. And we're back for the third set. Shez, do you think this 2-love advantage on the night is going to give Kilimeru the upper hand in this set?
Yes, I do think that it's just going to go down to Kilimeru. They are going to win this set. And it's the same setup from the Hindu team as we saw as they started the second set.
It's coming, volleyball's coming home.
You can hear those chants from the Kilimeru fans saying that it's coming home. That's the love all call by the referee. Serve to Muji.
And here we are underway. Can Hindu get their first point? Being put into the net by Aliu.
That's a beautiful lift.
Here we go. First point on the scoreboard.
1-love.
In 1-love, I think Hindus are still going to try and fight this. They will have to win 3 games or 3 sets to win this final. But they will try and do it. I would if I was in the final.
Shows, I think, the fact that they're quite an old team, playing 3 sets, 2-0 down. I think you're gonna just be playing for the fans now, playing for the crowd, playing for their reputation. But it's gonna be really difficult to take it.
2-love is the score. Hindus taking an early lead here. When they get a few more points, I think that will help them win this set. If they do win this set. Here we are, Imran with the third ball.
Listening from Toyo, service back to Kilimeru.
And Muji telling his team to get one there. Here is looking a bit more mate from the Kilimeru side this set. Sham, I think, has been phenomenal today, returning everything.
I think I overheard Imran telling his team that Sham has been really good tonight, and if anything, they should avoid him because there's no points coming from him.
I agree with you. I would start trying to vote for another player and try to get points from another player. Sham has seemed on top of his game today, just returning everything, and playing very smart, putting the ball into the net sometimes to try and get his team to hit pound on a third ball. So I think the Kilimeru side need to look for another player and try to get points from another player. They are 2 points down. They do have serves. Can they get there first? So what do you think?
I think it's coming. Imran's definitely looking for it. He needs it to start off the team. There it is. Oh,
good take by Kushal there. He tries again. Good take by Bao there.
Imran's not holding back. Beautiful fall from Muji.
And Sham is doing what he does, returning the ball. And I do think that you do get tired. 25 minutes each set. Maybe the Kilimeru team is now a bit tired.
Oh, that's the first point. I told you it's coming, Shez. And here it is. Let's see who holds the service. Aliun serving.
1-2 is the score for those joining us.
Simple service there by Aliun.
It is the third set. If Kilimeru wins this set, they do win the final tonight.
It's going to be phenomenal. I think by the 5-minute mark, we'll be able to tell, hopefully, which way this is going. And if it does go Kilimeru's way, you'll see me joining in on the celebrations.
Well, I'm sure about that, Azhar. You did win a final yourself tonight. We had the plate finals in the evening, and you won that 2 straight against the other Kilimeru team.
I think that was a really good game we played in the afternoon. The sun was overhead, really had a good time, but everything was building up to this one, the main one.
Of course.
He puts it into the side net, very rare from him. I think he was looking for a point from Veer there, but
2-1 is the score. Hindus with the serve again. Can they get the third? I think the Hindu team need to start serving to someone else. All the serves look like they're going to Imran, and I don't think you're going to get points from Imran very easily. Oh, good lift there by Veer. And you can hear the crowd. You can hear the crowd. The Hindu crowd is a lot louder than before, I think. Oh, it's been put up into the sky by Push.
I think the newbies, Veer and Avi, have been excellent, hardly leaking any points in this second set that we just witnessed. Points coming from the experienced players, like Sham. That's the first point he gives off the night. Not even partially not his mistake, but that's the first point that Sham gave in the night. Easy service by Aliun. Push to Murtaza.
Oh, it puts it to the net by Avi. Goal to Aliun by Sati there. Push, going to Muj. Put up into the sky. Yeah, I think what we need to see from the Hindu team is them trying to be more aggressive, try and get those points than just return. They do have a lead, but I don't think it worked for them in the first two sets. I think they need to try and be the ones getting the points. What do you think?
You cannot afford mistakes like that. Being the skipper in the team, cannot afford making mistakes like that. That's 2-all. Kilimeru equalize in the third set of the night.
Here we are, Imran. Good first ball, but Sham just returning it. Sham returning again.
I think it would be a very nice sight for the Kilimeru coach, Mubin Uncle Lalji, standing on the sideline here to support his team. It would be a beautiful sight if both these teams can take the awards being presented tonight, the plate and the cup final. It will be a really special night for him. Imran Dalla trying to make that dream come true. One by one. Oh, that was a mistake by Asim. Saved by Toyo.
And there we have Sham returning. Sham trying. And here we go. It's been mate.
I think they're pressing Aliun and the crowd's against him too, but he's holding his position and following every instruction given to him by his net center, Imran Dalla.
Oi, we have a mistake there from Arsalan.
Lift from Arsalan. 2-all.
2-all the score. Service to Hindus. Can they get their third? Again, service to Imran. I told you, Azhar, I don't think it's going to be easy to get service points off Imran.
Definitely. I think they're serving to the wrong guy.
Yeah, I think they need to change that up. Get someone else in to serve.
I think ball stayed up quite long now. Let's see who can make the first mistake. Is it gonna be? And it is Kush who makes the mistake. Again, Shez, I think the points have all come from the experienced players tonight.
2-all is the score in this third set.
Kilimeru really fighting for that upper hand, that lead that they need to secure this third and final set for them if they do win.
Yeah, I think they wanted more. I think they don't want to long it out and play another set after this. They will be tired.
I think we saw Imran telling some of the fans that he is aiming for that 3 straight. No compromise, no mercy, just the 3 sets that he wants, walking away with that first place trophy. Ball to Muji, beautiful first ball.
Yeah, and it looks like it's just going to be mate all day long from the Hindu team.
Oh, beautiful set for Marsalan.
Oi, and that's out. That's
Very
out.
close call, but the linesman does signal it out. 2-all service back to Hindu strikers.
And here we are. It's going to be 2-all. It's out from Sati. And the score is 2-all.
The skippers are breaking the rookies' hearts tonight.
15 minutes to go. 10 minutes gone from this third set.
Again, we see a very small score being played. It's only 2-2 with 10 minutes played. I think that just shows that it has been a very nice final tonight. That's 3-2, Kilimeru on the upper hand.
Here we go. Kilimeru Simba in the lead. Again, I remind you, if they win this set, they do win this final. And they only have to keep the lead for another 14 minutes, I'm thinking. And it looks very possible. Here we are, Imran playing to Sham.
That's the second point of the night. Imran Dala doing what Imran Dala does.
And they have
Finding the
taken a
points
bigger
for
lead,
his
4-2
team.
from Sham. This one, unexpected point given there by the Hindu team. Sham has been phenomenal tonight, but he's given a point there. And the lead has become bigger, and now the Hindus are on the back foot.
They started very well, even the second set. They had a 3-point lead, but then it was stolen from there. Oh, that was a very close take from Aliun. Late call from Muji. Drop lift from the net. Second one of this set. Sham to serve. Serves across to Muji. Easy return. Now Imran Dala.
Here we have Sham. Sham again. Played by Veer. Sham looks a bit nervous. Just barely getting the ball over the net. Was trying to force it down to Aliun's side, but Aliun just and Aliun does give a point in the end of that.
They've been pressing him this whole set. Says sorry for that lost point. Asking the team to kill the service for him.
And 3-4 is the score. I think Kilimeru is just going to try and return everything here and hope that the service does come back to them, and not let the score go back to 4-all. But the Hindus look like they want to win this set. They are trying their best. But again, Azhar, I think it's too mate for me.
That's the third drop lift. All eyes on AJ, but I feel the net had to take that out.
4-all is the score. The Hindus have come back.
Oh, that's a beautiful lift. That's what we expect from Arsalan. That's what Kilimeru expects from Arsalan.
There we go.
Imran standing his ground, returning all those floats that have been put in his way.
Here we have Muji.
Muji consistently playing cross to Veer and Sham.
Oh, and we have that. What a take by Ijaz Ahmed there. That's what he is there for. To take all of those balls, those loose balls that Arsalan would never get to. and keep his team alive in the rally, and that's what he's done there. And this is a long rally. This is really long.
Looking for that point on the right side. Veer not giving anything in horizontally.
I will remind you the score is 4-all. Serve to Hindus. They will be trying to get this 5th point. And Kilimeru on the other hand is trying to get the service back. Here we have Murtaza putting it back up. But it doesn't seem like anyone's trying to do anything. They're just returning the ball.
That's the 10-minute mark. They've played a good 15 minutes. It's all level.
Everybody is just returning the ball. Nobody's trying to hit anything. No balls on the net to set up for a 3rd ball. The ball is just going back over. But a point does come.
Murtaza taunting their net center. They're not trying to hype the team up.
And the score is 4-all. Kilimeru does get the serve back. They are going to be looking for their 5th point. But will we see more of this mate-mate game, or do you think Imran is going to try and get a few more points for his team?
I think Imran is going for them. That was just a glimpse.
Imran does look like he's trying to get a 5th point for his team.
Definitely. It's important that they have a lead, however small. Lead is always important. I think Imran has lived to people's expectations tonight. Got the crucial points, got the 1st set, and definitely carrying this team to victory.
Here we go, but Avi, what a return there. Moj, what a take there, what a take there. Ball goes to Veer, but Veer takes it back. Muji puts it into the net. Ball goes to Aliyoun. Ball comes back to Aliyoun.
Imran telling his team that they need that 5.
Played by AJ, taken by AJ there. And the lead has come. They have got that 1 point.
You can hear the Kilimeru crowd being behind his team.
Aliyoun does look tired here. He is drinking some water.
But has played his part tonight. Being the target man. Oh, that's a mislift by Wasim. Something we don't see really often.
What a serve by Lalu here. Can he do another one like that? Oh, it's not going to work this time.
Oh, that's a putty lift. Those are really difficult ones, but left take by AJ, weaker side. But
place to bow there. We haven't seen much of Bow this game, but we are now.
I think the 1st set put him on the back foot. I think he lost his confidence that 1st set. Coming into the 2nd one, his team really didn't have any hopes after that, lost the lead. So Bow has been really off tonight. Shez, who do you think has been the best player on the Hindu team?
It's a very tough call, but I would honestly, I would give it to Sham still. I think he's given the least points away. And nobody else has brought in a lot of points, so I can't say there's been someone who's doing that. Sham has just been phenomenal. I think he's given 1 point that's directly off him. The other one was put into the net, he couldn't lift it out. So I would say Sham. What do you think, Azhar? Are you thinking someone else?
Both those players on that line of Sham, even Veer has been phenomenal. I mean, again, not biased because he's my friend, but he's been playing phenomenal. So has his brother Avi. I think they've been giving a really nice show.
Sham knocking into
point.
Timeout has been called.
Timeout has been called
7-4 the score.
Team. Imran Dal asking the Kilimeru crowd to hype the place up. Faizan.
Lalu tengah mandi Afrika Selatan.
Ref.
Hamza.
Ask the time to the referee. Shows, what does it look like? How is this set going to go? Which way? Kilimeru or Hindu strikers?
It is looking like Kilimeru is in the lead. They do win this game. There's only 6 minutes to go. They have a 3-point lead.
6 minutes to go. We have confirmation from the referees. 6 minutes to play.
And we get Muji and Ijaz Ahmed.
Nine.
No. This is
10.
players have been called on the pitch for the remaining 6 minutes to play.
The score is 7-4. And Kilimeru does have serve. And we're going to see Murtaza and serve. And he's looking for the ball. He's ready to serve. He's ready to play.
Excited to win his third cup for Imran, asking for 3 more.
And the Kilimeru crowd looking really loud. There is a change by the Hindu team. We see Jitesh bring both back in, and there is a point there. Point being given by Imran.
Serve on the Hindu side, Sham to serve.
And Sham has been taken off. Sham is just going to be serving now. Push back on back right. Mao as back center and Jitesh as back left.
The crowd is erupting.
And we see Jitesh. And Veer puts it into the net, and Wasim does his job. Yeah, I think the Kilimeru side doesn't need to try anything. Just return the ball and be fine. You have a 3-point lead. Don't need to risk it at all. It's the Hindu team that needs the point. But they do get a fifth. They reduce
Pressure
the deficit.
definitely building up.
5 minutes to go.
5 minutes to
5
play.
minutes to
Only
play.
2 points on the board for.
There's only a deficit of 2 points. The Hindu team can very much do this. But do they have what it takes? What do you think?
That was a really beautiful float by Imran.
Oh, and that's been taken well by Push.
Beautiful
Good ball
first
there
ball
by
from
AJ. Good ball there by AJ. Been put into the net by Muj.
That was phenomenal. That's why he's been put there. That's why he's been put
AJ
there.
gets there. AJ is not looking like
7, 5.
Aliun back in serve. Aliun back in serve. 7-5 is the score.
That's the Kilimeru crowd totally behind him. That's an out ball. You cannot afford those type of mistakes if you still want to stay in this tie. You cannot afford those type of mistakes.
8-5 is the score. I think there must be 4 minutes or less left on the clock.
I think Kilimeru just needs to put their head in the game, focus, leave the result behind, leave that first place trophy behind, focus on this set, finish it up, and then they can party all night long.
And then Azhar, I think you were correct with your prediction. It does look like the Kilimeru SIMBA team is going to take this away 3 straight.
Definitely, I think that prediction came from the confidence that the Kilimeru players came in with and the squad that the Hindu team came in with.
Score is 8-5.
And
3 minutes to go.
that's the 3-minute call.
Oh, and Ajay, what a lift. Well played by the Netties there. And Azhar has left us there. He is waiting for this whistle to be blown so he can go and join in and cheer for the Kilimeru squad. I will not be doing that because if Shane Merrill is watching, I am stand more till I die.
5-8.
It is 5-8. And Hindus will be trying to get these points back, but there's very, very few minutes or very few seconds left now.
Oh, that's unforced error by Wasim.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes, Imran informing his players. Now be joining the.
Yes, it's 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 8-5. It does look like it's going to be 3 straight for Kilimeru. They will win this final. Yeah, the Hindu team, I think they were very tired from yesterday's semi-finals. It was a long one. It went down to the very last minute of that, or last second, I would say, in that game. And the Kilimeru crowd is very loud here.
1 minute to go.
1 minute to go, 9-5. But I will say this, the Kilimeru crowd doesn't sound very original. Yeah, I think they're just taking off chants. I want to say it doesn't sound very creative, but it has to be someone's idea to take this chant from someone else and make it your own. And Kilimeru seem like they're going to be walking away with this. 11-5 the score, and Murtaza going and walking and telling them bye-bye. Oh! And 5-11, very few seconds left. 6-11. And I think the crowd is just waiting for the whistle, and especially the Kilimeru crowd. I do expect them to just get very wild. But 7-11, I think the Kilimeru squad is getting a bit complacent here. And 11-7 is the score. And Aliun trying to waste some time here. You really need to be doing so. And it is fine. The crowd is wild. Kilimeru has won this 3 straight.
Oh,
How do you want it?
After the game.
He does.
Yes. Please, your attention, please be seated so we can proceed to the final event of the evening. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to invite you all this evening for our prize giving. Can I have some silence, please? Let's sit down. For our prize giving ceremony for the Bobby Brothers Cup. Before we carry on with the proceedings of this evening, I would request that everyone be upstanding to observe a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. I have been given a short time allocation for this presentation ceremony, so we will be here for only 90 minutes. Before I carry on, I will request our chairman of the Khoja Shia Isnashi Jamaat of Arusha, Brother Mustafa Beji, to welcome you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. All protocol observed on the high table. All players, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening to you all. It's an honor to be standing in front of you today for closing the ceremony for the Bobby Brothers Cup. This is the second event in our own ground. Let me take this opportunity to thank the Kilimeru Sports, the chairman, Mubin Lalji, and his team for a wonderful job done. Let me also thank all the participating teams from Hindu community, from Bohora community. Thank you all for participating. It was a wonderful tournament, and we hope we will have more of this in the future. Lastly, it's a good win for our team, Kilimeru. However, let us all know that we all are winners. There are no losers. We have played a good game. We have shown a good brotherhood, and let us keep the spirit up high. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for your words. If I would have to mention something about the Bobby brothers. There were two brothers who have passed away. That is why this tournament has been sponsored by their children. Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you, Murtaza. Unfortunately, Yusuf's father, Mukhtar, passed away in 2019. And early this year, Murtaza's father passed away. I know both of them very well. One, Murtaza's father being my neighbor for many, many years. So we had a close relationship. And Yusuf's father, who cooked anything I needed when I went to the Trigger Club. So I think they have done a great job, the boys. Thank you for sponsoring this tournament. At the same time, I have been informed that a great appreciation to Arif Bimani and Ali Ladak, who have done a lot of the logistic tournament to help it be a success. Can I have a round of applause for them? I would also like to, we have a lot of sponsors, and this sponsorship does help us hold tournaments in the future. So I would also like to thank the Gadgetronics Group for sponsoring Kilimeru, Kilimeru's t-shirts. They're sponsored all over here. Thank you. This is all an income for our club. And as you can see outside, the cars are extending 100 meters down the road. We all put it there. Thanks to G1 Security, who have given us the security gratis. Thank you, G1. I think I'm getting closer to giving the trophies. and I'm starting to get confused. So just give me a second. Okay. Okay. So let's get into the trophies ceremony now. Here on this golden table here, and we will start. I have the first token to be given to the Bobby family for sponsoring the Bobby Brothers Interfaith Volleyball Tournament June 2022, presented by Mubin Laji, Chairman of Kilimeru Sports of Arusha, on this day, Sunday 19th June 22nd. Can I please have both Murtaza and Yusuf up here to select the token of appreciation from our chairman? Murtaza? You look like a traffic cop with that color.
Yeah, I did. This one is normal.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The next tokens are for the participating teams. And I would like to call first. I'd first like to call upon the captain of Anadil Easy to come and collect their token of participation. Is that okay? Father, who is the captain?
Mix.
Oh, Max. Okay. Can I now call upon the captain of Hindu Strikers? And lastly, the captain of Hindu Royals.
Sawa coach. Yeah.
Can I now call upon Hatim Bhai? Hatim. Now we come to the real part. These are trophies given to the players on their merit and how well they have done throughout the tournament. And we are first starting with the upcoming net lifters. And I see a few new names. That means the ones who were there before have now graduated and are playing in other positions. So I will call upon, we have three upcoming net lifters. I will first call upon Abbas Murtaza. I see you're similarly dressed like your father. Well done, Abbas. And the next one is Ali.
I take what like this and I take like this.
Ali Reza Zirani. And lastly, I knew these first two boys. I don't know who this is. Hamza Hakimji.
Where is the kid?
Hamza.
Hamza. Wait, where is Hamza?
Oh, okay. I was wondering why you're coming here. Thank you. Okay, the next one is for the upcoming players. Even I have noticed this boy plays some excellent volleyball. He's really improved over the last 6 months, 1 year.
Zain.
He's got the height and he's using it to his advantage. Azal Lalji.
Modala brr.
Well done, Azad. The next one is Abdul Qadir from Anadil Ezi.
Next yeah. Well done, Mexi.
Is this the last time you're coming? Well done. Well done. And the last one is Akshat Makwana from the Hindu.
Modala.
Mr. Chairman, Kilimeru, not Kilimeru, please. The next is the trophy for the most supportive player. I don't know whether that means a spare tire or what, but it seems to be a very important position to have a trophy for it. And I would like to call upon Asghar Fazal from Kilimeru. And another trophy is for the rising star, a young man. His father is playing, so he's following in his footsteps, and that is Abbas Bimani.
Yeah, you got me. Zain. Let's go. Arif, Arif.
Arif, are you here? Aliun, please come.
Mambo za Sydney lalu.
Sydney.
Amenyoa Mr. Shining.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Imran, can you please come up? This is a very interesting trophy. In fact, it is called the Shining Star. I was only informed last night by my wife when we were sitting in the room that that there was someone of the other gender playing volleyball. This has broken all the traditions of men's volleyball, traditional volleyball, and that happens to be in Arusha, which is even better. It happens to be on our ground, that is even better. So I will call upon Anaya Makwana to please come up. Wait. Even I want a picture. It probably never happen again. Thank you. That's a bigger applause. I need a bigger applause for that one. So, thank you, Ima. Okay, these are the big boys now. We have two trophies for the best netty and for the most valuable player. And from what I'm reading, very two young boys. And let me tell you that these two trophies have not been judged by us. This has been judged by people, or we have asked people to look at this and bring us the names. So out of all the names from the 6 judges, the best netty, and before I announce it, I forgot to call someone here, Mr. Chairman Kilimeru.
Aye, Mubin.
These are very important ones. These are individual trophies. So the best netty goes to Wasim Mansoor from Hindu Strikers.
Ila touch. Copy your bandana. Azar brr.
Well done, Wasim. Either you need to go to a barber or I need to have a hair transplant. Eh? And the next one, the MVP, most valuable player, another very young man. Ali Jawad Manji from Kilimeru. Okay, as we get closer to the end, this time we had a plate event and we had plate runners-up. I forgot to bring someone in front again. Sorry. Yusuf. The plate runners-up went to Team Meru, and can I call on the captain, Irfan Veji, to please take...
Pipe! Faster, faster.
No one.
Copy back.
And for the plate winners, okay. For the plate event, the winner, can I ask first of all the captain Hamza, please, Dr. Hamza, sorry for the mistake. Where are you standing? Can I have your team lined up on the left here in the next 10 seconds? Stop.
I don't even touch it.
Hiya, chalo. Can I have one at a time, please? Captain last. A bit taller than you, be careful. You won't get a very good photograph of that. Take the packet.
Machine hiyo. Let. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Yusuf. Can I call upon Murtaza? Murtaza Mehboob? Okay, sorry. So we finally come to the runners-up for the cup event. Can I call upon the captain of Hindu Strikers, Kushal, with your team, please, on my left-hand side. Kushal, I hope you heard me. With your team, please.
Vipitani. Where is it? You're sleeping.
Okay. Can I have your captain please come last? Chalo, let's go. Oh, it's good. You
Bau, bau. Nataka picha. Baridi au tini?
You're somewhere under the net, I think. Wasn't it?
All is gold. Actually, tournament.
Well done. And finally, the main trophy of the tournament, which I've been fighting for, and this team has been making it a habit of winning of late. I'm sure they should not be sitting on the top for too long. There should be some other youngster who will come and knock you out, so don't get overconfident. Okay, but well played. I'm told you did not even drop a set in the whole tournament. So well done, Kilimeru Simba. Can I call upon the captain of Kilimeru Simba to please line up with your players on my left?
Lalu naitwa. Wapi Lalu? Aha, Same.
Can I call upon the vice captain of Kilimeru volleyball team to come up and present the tokens? Who's the captain? Iman, you're the captain. You come last, please. Can you please send your players in to come and collect their tokens? Hello. Hey, Mustafa.
Smile basi jamani. Hapo sawa je. Kaila Luke. Nini ya mwisho bro? Twende tangulia. Smile basi jamani, hapo sawa. Njala strawberry.
Aya, wewe John wewe.
Sydney haya bana. Cheka basi. Smile dance no declare. Azu.
Imran.
Wait.
Can I have both chairman of Kilimeru and of our Jamaat please to come up front? Will you please present the trophy to the captain and to the team and get us a photograph. Well done.
Boys, come on.
Thank you and well done. And before I let you disperse, before I let you disperse, I think it is it will be prudent of me of not thanking the spectators who came here this evening, who have been coming throughout the tournament. Thank you. And inshallah, let us hope that we have another tournament as we all, as a nation community, have our culture part to play. Thank you very much once and everyone.